What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint, where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth. And personally, I encourage you to live and enjoy your life wherever you are, because it's your life. Let no one rob you of that life of yours. You were born to live, explore, and enjoy your life individually, and we can enjoy it collectively when we're on the same page. As usual, I want to speak on our land in Africa. And if you are woke African and you are awake now, wherever you are, you're online, you can tune in, you can send your invite for me to approve it. But if this one is not working as it's been doing, you can call the WhatsApp number. I forgot to put it up here again. You can call the WhatsApp number here so that you can join. Let me put that WhatsApp number up there again. Ichie Kebo. What is that number? Zero 0901 504 0969, right? Also, baton of Yaworoch and when they do about Akatagua Katayoku. So that's the number in case you want to join. If you don't want to join, no problem. So it's not, nobody's gonna force you. You know, you are here also to learn. Okay, it's part of learning. When you listen, it's part of learning. Okay, so the number again is 0901 504. I think, did I make a mistake? It's supposed to be 504, not 594. Oh man, come on. I got an number. Let me do it. Batabo Salama Tabura Kupena Junior Gadrima. Man, the WhatsApp number. What is the? Why is this thing coming now to take? Anyway, WhatsApp number to join this live broadcast is 0901 504 0906 0969. Sorry, let me click the other one. Okay, so that's where we are now. We're talking about our lands in Africa. You know what is going on. But today I really want to talk about the land, the physical land where we're living in, the real land where we are living in. You know, you can share with us the knowledge you have about land dispute in Africa. You know, people dragging over land. I say, why can't people just pause and think? Do you know when you die? You die. That's it. That land don't belongs to you anymore like, you know, the person you are now. So why will you kill somebody because of land? Why will you hate somebody because of land? Why will you plot against somebody because of land? Some of you are against your firstborn in your family because of land. Some of you are jealous. Some of you are envious because why will he be the one? You think you're supposed to be the one. And some of you that have money, then you try to intimidate that firstborn. I think they say that lastborn also inherits certain things from the mother, right? Why will you hate that lastborn for that? You know, to the extent our people, when some people living abroad is telling them about what is going on in the land that don't supposed to be, they think you are doing it because you want some money, or you want some land. You want to take their land. Many people think the reason why you want to become a leader in your community is because you want to take land. And some people are doing that actually. But it's not everybody. Although it's hard for some of you to accept the fact that it's not everybody that is like that. You know, but one of the reasons why they do that actually is because of some beef they have with that person. Maybe like myself, that I'm no longer a Christian. Yeah, Christians can raise up a lot of allegations. They can plot a lot of evil against somebody like me, you know, just because of their faith. It's not that I'm wrong. It's not that I did any bad thing to them. I did not offend them, you know, but because of their love for their faith, their love for their God, their love for their belief, their love for their religion, they are ready to hate and kill me, plot against me, be against me. If you go to court, are they not the one in charge of the whole court? So what is the chance that somebody that don't believe in God have in a court filled with judges, lawyers, you know, people of faith, people that believe in religion or spirituality? See, you know, you have to have concrete evidence for you to win case in such courts. So land dispute, tell me about it if you have experienced it or you know people experiencing it. You know, many people experience it. I don't talk about the land. Maybe somebody sent money for you to buy for them. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the family land. There's one thing my siblings said, you know, when it comes to my own case, you know, they be like, they're trying to be like, no, you are not fit or you disqualify because you did not bring money for burial of the father, our father. So, you know, you don't belong to the family anymore. Remember, I did not offend our father. I did not do anything against our father. Never. But because they think, you know, their brain cannot function anymore, they want to use their belief against me or their opinions about burial or their opinions about family, you know, while ignoring the facts. But they meet their match where I am. I'm above them. I can handle them. Physically, I can handle them. Mentally, I can handle them. Legally. So I can handle them financially also. Not that I'm rich or I'm financially rich like that. No. But at least I have the one I can use to fight for what I want to fight for my own benefit. Okay? And however I want to do that. So that's why I say that being the firstborn in the family, especially the firstborn son, not just first son, but firstborn and the first son. There are two different things. You have many first son that are not firstborn. But firstborn is the first person that woman born, especially in that family. Okay? So, it is a natural thing. It's not something you are qualified because of the way you look. It's not something you're qualified because of what you have. It's not something you're qualified because you attended to some level of education. No. It is natural thing. Even if the firstborn is mentally ill, he remains firstborn in that family. And there is no force that can change that. And our people hold that if anyone kick against that, the land itself will fight against those people who plot that against that firstborn son. I happen to be one. Okay. So, but personally, I'm not into that. I'm not desperate for any land. When I look at what is going on, the land you have is useless. What are you going to do with the land? Nothing. All you do with the land is to build a house, or you sell it and make some money. To do so, which is, at least, you use it. Some of you that are saying like, no, we will not sell it. I will not sell this land to solve problem. Okay, when you die, your children will sell it, whether you like it or not. Okay, you don't sell it, you die. Somebody else will sell it to solve that problem. If you fail to solve that problem, somebody will solve that problem. And if it requires selling of land, they will do the same without looking back. Some people that hold the land, but think about it, don't you see that when you die, people continue living their life? Oh, you said they will be holding you what? Whatever they're doing in your name is useless. Once you are dead, anything they are doing in your name there is just camouflage. No, they are doing what favors them, what they enjoy, not what favors you, not what you enjoy. Let me see. Okay, it's not. Okay, so think about that. You say you are saving it for your children or for your children's children. Those your children and your children's children, they have their own life to live, which you will not be there when they will be living it because you died. And when you are born again, you are not being born the same person. No, when I mean the same person, like the same look that people know. Like when they see, they say, yeah, that's him. He was there, now he died. He has been born again. But some people can see the replica and say, okay, this person look like so-so person. It's part of it. Then the second thing is what Africans used to call the gods of the land. Gods of our land. Some add to balance it, the gods and goddesses of our land. Who are they? Who are the gods of our lands you're talking about? Naturally, there's no such thing as gods of the land. Naturally, there's no such thing as goddesses of the land. What you have is people of the land. The living and the dead. They are the one that made up the people of the land. The living are the dead are the living. I am the living, I am the dead. That's why I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of dying. And for those of you that will say like, the spiritual people or your dead ancestors, they speak for you or they represent you in the spiritual world while you represent them in the physical world. Now think. So if they can do anything in the spiritual world, why are you offering sacrifice to them or for them in this physical world? So if there is a spiritual world where you believe they exist, then where they represent you, then let them represent you there while you represent them here. How can you represent them here? The only way you can sacrifice to them or pour libation to them, the only true way is by the food you eat and the water or the beverages you drink. All those sacrifices you go in a junction on the road to make, those things are make-believe. Those things are something that people made. Yeah, it may work out once, but that is not a natural routine. It's not a natural thing to be doing. Understand that most things you call culture and tradition are people's thoughts. What people think, oh, if I do this thing will happen. Then you continue doing it without using your own brain, because that's how they did it. What our ancestors did. I'm not the one that will do it and it become an abomination. Yes, it can become an abomination if it's not working, but you continue doing it. It becomes an abomination to you. It becomes useless to you. You don't need it. So think about that. If they have any power, the way you feel about them, the way you talk about them, those your ancestors in spiritual world, you believe they are guiding you. You believe they are revealing things to you. So why are you offering anything to them or for them? You say they requires it because somebody said that they requires it. They didn't even tell you that directly, but somebody told you that's what they require. And most time, you do that thing they say they required, your condition remain even worse, or it's getting worse. Remain the same or getting worse. Because it becomes a religion. When you continue doing something, another person's thought, what they thought, this thing will help them. It may help them that time, but it's no longer possible this time. It's no longer working this time. But you want to continue doing it. It is called delusion, persistent unbelief, false belief. It's a false belief. It may be true belief to that person that believe it then, but to you, it is false belief. And you continue doing it as your culture. You continue doing it as your tradition. It is called delusional or delusion. You are delusional. So there is no such thing as gods of the land. Where is the gods of the land when you have bad road? Where is the gods of the land when you are suffering? Where is the gods of the land when the Fulani herdsmen, unknown gunmen, Boko Harams, criminals, thieves, politicians, all of them destroying the land? Where are the gods of the land? But all you choose to do is to blame yourself and your fellow living being for the imaginary or your dead ancestors. You call it respect, but it's actually fear that is rooted in belief. There's no respect. You shouldn't respect the dead. You shouldn't respect your ancestors. You are the dead you're talking about. You are the ancestors you're talking about. So respect yourself. Respect the living. Bury the dead. Your ancestors are dead. Bury them. Some say that he haunt them because they did not give them befitting burial. Fuck that. It's in your power to end such nonsense in your family, in your community. Yes, if they say something is disturbing your family, go and find out what to do. After you perform that, then stand your ground and say, this is how I want it now. Because you represent those ancestors you're talking about, and they expected you to live better than them. Any ancestors or anyone that don't want you to live better than them and they claim to be your parents or your ancestors are not your parents, they are not your ancestors. They're just using you. And when they are using you, you are not living your life. You are not useful even to yourself. Because you'll be doing everything to appease them, to please them, to live the way they want. You are not living your life. If they are being themselves, let them live their life, live your own life. This is another area majority of us need to wake up to. Learn to live your life. It is your life. Don't let other people's opinion pin you down. Don't let your ancestors' opinion pin you down. Don't let anyone's opinion pin you down. Know that you have power. What all this belief system, all this faith is looking for is for your consent. And when you accept them, you surrender your potentials. That's why they said, lean not on your own understanding, because without your own understanding, you don't know your potentials. They'll be misleading you, telling you, okay, no, you are so person, you are born so way. This is what you will do. You are confused. The fact is this, you don't need to go to anyone to know everything about you. But if there's anybody that have the ability to see that, go and hear from them. Then judge, use your brain. No matter what the native doctors say, no matter what the talisman say, no matter what the doctor said, no matter what anybody says, you still have your own brain to think for yourself. And if you cannot think for yourself, you are not living your life. You can't do you. How about the leaders in the land? The leaders in the land. What are the functions of the leaders in your own community, in your own village? Are you still supporting that evil going on in your village by you contributing your hard-earned money in the name of security, in the name of land development, in the name of electricity and all that? Why you have leaders in that community, elected leaders, appointed leaders, people that claim to be serving you, you have them, yet they are not doing things to develop that land. And I mean tangible things. It's the same old things people do. You know, let us build town hall, let us build hospital, let us buy transformer and the wire here. Where is the politicians? Where is the governor of that state you are in? Where is the king of that town you are living in? Where is the chief of that village you're from? I don't know what Muslims call their own community leaders. But think about that. I said all these people that are fighting and are fighting for the position of the king, being a king in your village or your town. So their duty is to claim to be custodians of the tradition and culture and giving people chieftaincy title. Number one, you don't need anyone to give you any title, especially as Igbo person. You don't need anyone to confer on you chieftaincy title. In Igbo land, you grow up to decide, you say, this is who I am, or this is what you call me. It is part of evil, those chieftaincy title. That's why my immediate younger brother asks, he said, Ebubedike, who made you? Who coronated you, Ebubedike? He says, it's stupid. I don't need anyone to coronate me. It's not a title. It's who I am, Ebubedike. That's who I was, that's who I am, and that's who I will be. And there is no force that can change that. No force can create me. No force can eliminate me or destroy me. No force can do that. But think about the leaders in your land. If the Igwe, the king of your town, is actually on that seat to serve your town, the revenues they are getting, what are they doing with it? You see them raising funds, going places. Some of them travel abroad, call their town people, they raise money. What are they doing for it? How are they making sure that those in government are doing what they're supposed to do for that their town? Not some part of their town, the whole town. Why when you go to our towns, there's this road, you know that it used to be a great road that people ply on, but today is blocked. It's no longer motorable. Even most of them are not, some of them are not trekkable. You can't even trek through them. But you have government. If you're from Anambra, you have Anambra government, you have the governor, and the other people working in that state claiming they are working. They put signboards, they are working. They are not. Last time I went to Anambra Airport, I was driving from my village to Anambra Airport. There's no sign, no clear sign saying, okay, make right, next turn is leads to airport. Signs that will lead you until you get to the airport was not found. It's not hearsay. It's not that somebody told me. No, I drove myself. And I know how many times I misrode before I found the right road. Yeah, these people will come, you see them on television like, hey, we are leaving, blah, blah, blah. They come online, making posts and bragging like things are working for them when it is not working. It is not. Let me see. Okay. So please, if you want to join the conversation, you are free to request. If you request to join here, I will approve it if you work. But for days since recently, I've been trying to approve people's request to be invited. I approve them, but it never worked. I don't know, it's Facebook, not me. Maybe, you know, they restrict my account anyhow. You cannot open my account and not see restriction on it. Most times, it takes me days before I see the comments some people made on my post. People share my post. Facebook don't show me that. Because if I show you my Facebook page, you will know that, yeah, there's restriction on it. There's always, like now, I cannot post or comment on any group active. I cannot do that. I cannot post or comment in any group with this, my regular Facebook. But here I am, doing my thing. There are many ways to kill a rat. Okay, so the leaders in the land, you see the youth saying, oh no, you know, the youth, we want to do this, we want to develop this. No, youth, that's not development. You are doing the same thing you have failed people did before they died. And you're going to die. Your children will continue the same thing. Because that's why they push you into marriage when you don't even have means to support yourself. But they push you, you went and married. And because you marry, things are hard. You need money for school fees. You need money for rent. You need money for clothing. You need money for many things. Of course, you're supposed to know before you have a woman or a man to have children with. You're supposed to know that you need those things. Those things, the children will need them. Your children will know whether you are not working or not. All they know is when they're hungry, you feed them. If you send them to school, you must be paying the school fees. But see, what are the youths doing? If the youths do the necessary or the needful in the town, that town will be so peaceful and secured and prosperous too. Because they have the energy to do all that. So where is your energy when it comes to all these politicians that is destroying your land? You know those allocations or something they're getting for your town, but you guys are not getting it, or only the few people getting it. Why not everybody in the community? They said they have census and all that. The leaders of your land, where are they leading your land to? Are they leading them backward or forward? Think. How many those leaders, those youth leaders or the youth in your village, how many of them can go to governor's lodge or government house, local government house, or there, you know, to protest for their own town? How many? No, what we are, because Christianity, especially mainly in Igbo land, teach us to be stupid, selfish. Stupid, selfish. My children, my land, my house, my wife, my this one, my that one. It is no longer our. We don't have our own thing anymore. Check whatever our people are claiming to be our thing. You see things that are useless in life. Things that don't work. Our language is dying. Why wouldn't your language die? When you value money than you, You value money than life. When you born children and sending them to school to go and become the president or governor or whatever that becoming in the land, of course, and you want, which president is speaking your own language? Tell me. Which president in Africa is speaking your own language? Especially we Igbo people. Look at the things you take as your culture and tradition. Useless things. Things that are not adding any quality to living. That's what you're bragging you have. This. How about those Igbo men that are so intelligent? They innovate things, they invent things. You put those ones aside. Then they will also hustle to make money to come and get chieftaincy title. What is your name? I am chief. I am chief. I am Unze. I am Ozo. I am Ochi. Bullshit. Go to their places and see how it is. You see them doing party in America, doing party in Europe, doing party in Asia. Go to their village and see. Go to see how happily they are living in their village. What are the leaders of your land or the leaders in your land? What are they doing? Are they are they building the land? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Why are we not manufacturing our own farm tools? Why? We are people that have these ideas. That's why we're running away from farming. And now we're complaining of hunger in our village. Where we have land we're supposed to be cultivating. At least, even if we don't know the mineral resources in the land, we can still grow our own food without buying banana, without buying plantain, without buying beans, without buying rice, without buying yam, without buying fruits. Things we used to enjoy freely, we don't have them anymore. Everybody's chasing money. The thought of relocating back to your village has become a curse. You hear our brethren who are ministers of God seeing the vision and praying and telling you that you going back to your village is a curse. So you must live in the city and visiting your village. You must live in abroad and visiting your village. If we can make money in America, if we can make money in Europe, if we can make money in Asia, why can't we make money in our villages? Those of you that are doing Okite or money ritual for people to go and make it abroad, why are they not making it in the village? Why is it when it comes in our village, you make them only the charm to kill their brothers and sisters? That's the one you make for them in your village. You can make for them to become rich in your village. What happened to Ogaranye Jehemba? A rich man that did not travel outside. He did not do any business with people outside. He became a rich man in that village. It is hard for you to see such rich man today in our land. In fact, what we make even have money in our land, maybe you become a mechanic, things that, at least people fix their cars, fix their motorcycles or their bikes or their bicycles. But how show me one person that is rich, a farmer in your village that is rich, richer than a mechanic in your village, richer than people doing business, other businesses in your village. Before, it used to be farmers. Even, do you know that the richest people, I don't know if I'm right on that, but there's a way somebody put it. The farmer is supposed to be the richest because without their products, you cannot live. You cannot live. But think about that. The main thing we need to live is free. The food and the water is natural. We don't need to buy them. It's natural. We can feed ourselves naturally. We can live naturally without money, without God. But they made us believe today, no, we need God and we need money. Without God and money, we cannot live. That is evil. Then let me talk about the main thing, and that will be the last thing I will talk about. If nobody join, that's it. Okay, I continue doing my thing. So that one is the Evo Forest. Oh yes, we must talk about this. You know what is called Evo Forest? People born in America don't know what is called Evo Forest. But everyone born in Africa, especially in villages in Africa, like the where I came from, Igbo land, Evo Forest everywhere. The land people supposed to use, but I see Evo Forest as GRA, Government Reserve Area. Government reserve that area for some purpose. And when you go there, the land is expensive. You know, government run things there. They make their money there. But how about our own African Evo Forest? The Evo Forest, we call Evo Forest in our village. It is spirituality that led to that nonsense. There's no such thing as Evo Forest in nature. There's no such thing as Evo land in nature. Every land is great, and everything you need to develop the land is in the land. The land don't need anything to come from heaven to bless it. Rain does not come from heaven to the land. Rain is part of the earth. It's part of the earth. Heaven does not exist anywhere. The sky you see is earthly. It's natural. So the Evo Forest, you see, when missionary came, you see how they were taking our Evo Forest. The land our people see as Evo Forest. No, don't go there, blah, 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 blah. They know there is nothing there. It is people's belief. People believe it. Evo Forest, where they throw the dead body of anybody that killed themselves. You know, where they tell you you go there for certain sacrifice. You know, when you go there, you hear voices. You know, you see strange things. Blah blah. Many things they say about Evo Forest. Some of us, we cannot walk past through that road where there is Evo Forest. We have such fear in us. Last time I traveled, this one was not Evo Forest. This one was a forest dedicated to a god or to a shrine. How do I to a deity, or is it? Let me use deity, right? Aroshe. But Aroshe is spirit, like, yeah, that's what they made deity. But it's what people made up. In Umuchu, ask Umuchu, they will tell you about Oya Diawo. Do you know till date, there's type of fear I used to entertain there until I traveled last time. So when I traveled last time, I see that people started building land in that place. I said, wow. But that's a place they say, like, is it on Ori Day? No, you dare not go there and cut anything. If you cut anything, you'll cut your life. You die. That's what they say. They say there's lion there, dangerous animals there, that when it's getting dark, I don't want to remain there. I want to go. I want to leave that area. But to my surprise, I was coming down. Oh, people are building houses here now. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. The Evo Forest is somebody that call it Evo Forest. It's not. No forest is evil. But our people made up a lot of fiction, a lot of allegories, a lot of proverbs, and take it too seriously. And that's how spirituality come into being. Because people begin to make up nonsense and using it to control and subdue themselves. Nothing should be above us. Everything should be under us. So long as in the land. We are the people of the land. We are the one that should decide or determine what happens in the land. Don't believe something because they just say it. Go and find out. There's no such thing as mystery in nature. Anyone that is talking about mysteries is still supporting lies. There's no mysteries anywhere. Mysteries are lies. People hiding knowledge. That's why they call it esoteric knowledge, hidden knowledge. Why are you hiding it? There's nothing hidden in nature. Sun comes, everybody see it. Moon shines, everybody see it. You see the trees, you see animals, you see human beings. That is nature. Why are you calling it evil forest? Ajoya. Some people even use it as their alias name, guy name, their title name. You are Ajofia. Go to Ajofia and survive. Let me see. Why should such things why should those such things be in our land? Africans, wake up. We don't even know what is in that land. We don't know the mineral resources in that land. But we believe, oh, bad evil thing happened there. When you go, blah, blah. The same thing happens in the land, in the white man's land. Yeah, if you go there, a tiger can kill you. Yes. That's why you see sometimes when they want to enter there, they wear camouflage. Something that will confuse the animals. Animals will think, okay, no, it's bush. No, it's not human being. Look at hunters in America. See how they dress. Unlike our own people. You see hunter, they're going hunting, you think they are military men. No, they're going hunting. They dress such a way so they are no longer afraid of snake biting them, and they cover their whole body. Most times it's just their face you see. But the reason why they did that, they cover everything. Okay, see now, last time I went to plug pear from the tree. I climbed there. Man, I believe that the ants that are on top of that tree make me jump down immediately. Some people had accident because of that. But you know how we treat that when you want to go, you use ashes. You rub ashes all over your body because it makes them sleep so they can't climb up on your body. But some of them, even with that ashes, yeah, when you see where they are made, they will still be biting you. So, what is our people wearing for that? To go and plug your fruit peacefully. Okay, instead of those ants chasing you away, wear something that will cover you. See, like those people that are going for honey. And they know that the bees stinks. So they cover themselves, cover their face to get what they want. Is it not what we're supposed to be doing as a people? Instead of calling it evil forest, find out what is actually in that land. Those things they tell you happening there, those strange things, go find out why they are happening. There is why anything is happening. Nothing is happening because we don't know why it happened. It just happened. No, there is a cause and there is root to that thing. They want you to spiritualize it. No, it's not everything you must know. No. It's everything you must know. If that thing exists, it is your natural right to know about it. You may not know everything about it, but know something about it. That's what makes you an intelligent being. Even if you don't know anything, they ask them to show you. If they show you, your brain will begin to work. You can make right judgment because you have your brain. Remember, all this faith, all this belief, all this organization, all this cult, all this spirituality, all this religion, all they are scouting for is your potentials. You have great potentials, unfathomable. It cannot be measured. That's the potentials you have. But all those rules and laws they created are meant to limit you. They don't want you to be above them. So they limit you. Then you believe. Don't know. Have faith. Don't have knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Think. Stop reading it as a Christian. What destroys God's people is knowledge. When you bring knowledge to them, they run away because knowledge will cause them their relationship with their imaginary being. That's why their God said that his own people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If they have knowledge, they will be destroyed. Do you hear what I say now? They fear knowledge. People of faith fear knowledge. That's why they call faith knowledge. They have not seen their God. They say they know that God. And many people that claim not to be religious, they are still practicing religion. But they don't know that. Evil forest. There is nothing like evil forest in nature. In reality, find out what is in that forest. And most time, even what we call forest is not up to forest. It's just a little small bush because they dedicated it to one deity that one human being started. You know what is forest? You go, you see all those great trees. Big place. Different types of trees, different types of animals, different types of human beings in the forest. Our land in Africa, we need to know our land. How many Africans know that Middle East is African land? How many of you know that? Say no, it's not. Why? Because white man say it's not. Okay. Who made the map we are using today as African map? White man. It's not our map. Our map is the globe. You see, when you see that world map, the globe, that's African map. The whole world is Africa. The white people are, what will I use for them? They are strangers in our land. Of course, that's what they are. That's why they're against us. That's why they're after us, killing us, raping us, enslaving us, colonizing us. Till today, they don't want to let us go. Even when we decide to live our own life, they are coming after us. That's why we must wake up, Africans, so that we can wise up, begin to build our weapons again, begin to value ourselves again more than strangers, putting ourselves first again, consulting ourselves again, and saying to ourselves again, come, let us make. Come, let us build. Come, let us make name for ourselves. Come, let us build cities. Come, let us manufacture things. Come, let us invent things. That's Africans' original language. Not all this blah blah we're talking today. Our original language is science, technology, powerful things, natural things we were doing. And when they see that we are great like that, they say, no, it is aliens that built it. Aliens built what? No matter how they try, they will never end us because we are nature. See, I didn't say we are nature, I say we are nature. Nature is spring. Nature is real. Nature is not spiritual. Nature is not religious. Nature is not imaginary. Nature is real. It's factual. You can prove it, I can prove it, because we all are nature. Africans, let us wake up. Trash all this white supremacy out of our land. Trash God out of our land. Trash Jesus out of our land. And begin to mind ourselves again. Our slavery condition is not permanent. And like the sun, we will shine again because the knowledge of factual truth shall prevail. According